bring up my fancy mind map. See? We just talked about that. Let's go to Twitter, shall we?
Yeah.
With a quick stop.
When we were doing it's mind mapping time with Dan Harmon. Go into the Twitter on the mind map.
Loop. I got a perfect loop. I nailed this loop this time. Okay. All right, good. We'll get back to that later. I just wanted to nail it. It was like a bike that stole me. Like
When we were doing sound check earlier, Dan plugged this thing in to make sure the audio and video was working, and he went, "Okay, everybody, quick porn check." He had to make sure that he wasn't going to turn his computer on and you would all get bombarded with mannequin porn or whatever.
All right, who's this guy? Blind Melanade. Can you fix Dan's mic? It's super low, and then the music blows my speakers up. Is that I would assume that person's. Let's
Every
sure.
week we get people that say the sound's way too low, and I wonder if they just have broken sound.
I'll be back later. I have a show to do. Okay. All right. Could you please just say fuck Patrick O'Leary? I guess I accidentally just did. Is that a senator? I hope it's a senator. A survivalism question I like to ask folks, says Johnny Collins, whose Twitter name is Silver Tin Time Music. I feel Spencer may have some good ideas. Sorry for the mini manifesto. Wait, you can't.
What's this guy's name? Oh, good.
Oh, God. What if I feel like we're in porn country, like we're going to see my porn any minute now. He said, I don't know.
Johnny
A survivalism question I like to ask folks. Okay, so I don't know. It's hard when I click
Just
on
cut to the bottom.
I click on those images. Oh, Jesus. And then it starts to go haywire. I really need you to just tweet. Just tweet. Will you, people? You can't just don't tweet a link to a thing. You're gonna end up you're gonna find out what I jerk off to so fast.
What if you had to guess right now would be in the chamber in your porn windows right now? Like what would we see if we came across it by accident?
You want me to tell people the thing I'm worried they'll know?
Yeah, you can just describe it for us.
You have to take the power away from them, man.
Yeah.
It's probably just hoverboard cuck ventures or whatever,
Dan,
right?
by the way, worry is not a feeling.
No, it's not. It would be unpleasant for one split second of my bookmarks to haunt me for 40 years of potential political career.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how offensive do you think it would be? Like on a scale of like not that offensive.
I think there's some hot buttons. I think that we're not a sexually progressive community. I think that we all have little places that we go.
It's incest. It must be. It doesn't make sense if this were like clown porn or something. That would be a weird speech.
But remember, Riley Reid said incest is best. she said incest is like way up on the Pornhub searches, and because anything that you could think of that's taboo, it's like. But I see these arguments online where people go like, oh, it's like, and you can't. There's no heroes or villains in these stories, but. This is what the internet is doing to all of us. It's like creating lack of context that is incredibly damaging to us. I've asked it before, and I wish we could I wish we had like a love connection, like private kind of polling ability, which I've said years ago, so that we could actually ask the folks that come to these shows things that they can answer honestly without any fear that without having to clap when we say who here wants to fuck a dog, you know, like that they can just. But I do want to know, kind of from millennials, and then compare that, like a kind of Kinsey investigation, like Kinsey. I want to know, like our millennial cousins, like, are they like? are they more or less like Taboo in the bedroom? Like, are they? I mean, one person can yell out more. It's Annie in the front. But I mean, I know that there's no answer for one generation. But you want to aggregate that data and compare it to people 20 years older and go like. And I don't know how you'd measure it, but I'm just really curious about that sometimes because my relationship with Cody, I don't think she'd mind me saying we're very like we go to dark places, like, and we do a lot of characters, and there's a lot of narrative work that goes into, and it happens organically.
Do you guys ever do like accents, like different like dialects and things like that? Like, do you are you ever like Count Dracula or some shit?
No, but I
want to suck your tits.
Do you ever do table reads?
What's that?
Do you ever table read some of your best stuff?
What? Sorry, what?
Do you ever do table reads of some of your
table reads?
Like,
sorry, I made you repeat your joke 9 times.
No, it wasn't worth repeating any of those times, I would say.
Can you return Rob Schraub's text, please?
Answer the question. Have you ever done an accent? Have you ever played like a foreign character?
No, I mean, I guess the closest would be I was recently pretty high-ranking Catholic. So I probably have a lot of Italian friends.
On that popo shit. Or that
But did you do like an Italian accent?
No, I was just making a joke.
Because your Fred Stoller impression was pretty good last week. I thought that was pretty nice. You should role play as Fred Stoller. That would be amazing.